Greetings once again for being part of our enlightening journey in the second part. If the first part of this series served to open your eyes to the potential of modern home design, wait until you scope out the next chapter. In this video, as promised, we're going to talk about the key ideas that can change your perception of personal development and wealth. Do you ever come under pressure to perform or questioned your capacity to build a better life? You're not alone. It is an unfortunate reality that for many individuals these challenges are part of everyday life. However, the positive news is that there are specific things you can do as soon as today to begin building your pathway to success. We will proceed to how the principles of embracing the spirit of learning and identifying opportunities within technology will take a person to the next level and make money with the opportunity to better his life. Therefore, take out your notebook, as these insights will be something you don't want to miss, and they might help you change your life. In the world that is progressing faster and faster, the obligation to learn is more important than ever. It is not about acquiring new knowledge in pieces in this and that. It is also about adopting a certain mentality of wanting to grow and evolve. It's kind of like having someone who spends some of their weekly time to read books on the industry or take online courses that is high performance than anyone. For instance, Anda may get educative programs on given websites such as Coursera or Udemy to perform better in certain specialties, including technology or finance. Thus, by learning, one does not only enhances personal life, but becomes an added value in one's field of activity. It can be quite overwhelming at times to always have that pressure, but whenever you push through the odds, you have a better tomorrow ahead of you. Therefore, keeping in mind this journey, one has to ask what new skill he or she could go for next. After all, every path to improvement reveals more opportunities. Each generation has its chances or challenges, especially concerning technology. There's opportunity around us these days, and whoever wants to grab them is free to do so. Think about it. Today's young businesspersons can create organizations that were inconceivable a handful of years back due to the provision of the social media and e-commerce. For instance, website creators such as Shopify allow anyone to set up an e-store without much cash capital, and in a short time, people can start earning money. This movement, apart from enabling one increase own pocket balance, also helps many to have a better life. However, to identify and address these trends, it necessitates planned activity. Persons must always beware of the unique technologies that are coming through and must adapt themselves with them. With the help of such flexibility, the graduates are reinventing themselves to counter the tides of change that characterize today's labor market. So, what other opportunities are you missing now? It honestly could be just around the corner from the next big thing. Sources of information on market trends and timing should be as important to anyone who is aiming to be a millionaire. With every good idea, timing matters. That is, knowing when to unleash it on the market. For example, let's discuss the issues of the usage of remote work technologies during the pandemic. Some of those who saw this trend saw an opportunity and developed products that would serve companies that now had remote working employees. Such thinking is what sets great performers from the average ones to the better off ones. People in this line can easily maneuver themselves to capitalize in the market. This can be through an investment in the stocks market or even establishing a business venture which meets the market needs. Moreover, employing such opportunities as Google Trends cannot escape attention. It will be possible to make the right decision with regard to what people are actually looking for and as a result strengthen one's financial position. It is often a great pressure, but it is among the few things that many thinkers get to benefit when they embrace it, in that they get to have a great future ahead of them. So, as you navigate your own path, ask yourself, have you noted the trends that will define your success stories? Can Lions 2018, Innovation the Next Stage, Attendee Profile. The attainment of specific high-valued knowledge is a significant winning strategy that defines increased competitiveness and, consequently, an increase of earning capability. In a world where general skills can only get you so far, going deep into something can put you so far ahead of your competitors. For instance, imagine an individual who specializes in data analysis or cybersecurity that are main saleable skills, and these come with the attractive remunerations. Hiring experts with credentials takes time to gain the right certifications or degrees to be able to appropriately describe oneself as a provider of indispensable services. The kind of self-development in such a specialized manner is not only helpful in enhancing the marketability status of an individual, but also enables one to cope with the resulting impact of economic change. Furthermore, there are platforms like LinkedIn Learning to offer customized learning, and anyone can acquire the niche knowledge they require to succeed. Therefore, when considering your career type, I encourage you to wonder which area specialization you could build to shape a better future. What additional things could you do that the other candidate would not be able to do as well? In today's competitive world, a person who adapts himself or herself with modern-day tools and technologies is sure to have an added advantage. The traditional mentality, it's not enough to follow, one has to look for ways and means to improve productivity and work. For example, the application of PM tools such as Asana and Trello facilitates team cooperation and optimizes workloads in order to concentrate primarily on performance enhancement activities. Such kind of proactive attitude not only puts an individual at the helm of affairs in a given area of practice but also encourages the culture of the spirit of excellence. Furthermore, the use of social networks in personal marketing can increase one's presence and lead to more opportunities. It is a very strong pressure that sometimes seems they'll smoach everyone in their path. But, actually, everyone can find a piece of their place in the industry and thrive. So, as you reflect on your own strategies, the question that you need to ask yourself is, what modern tools are you lacking effectively? Have you ever thought of more ways you could gain a stronger competitive edge today? Finally, again, everyone needs to work hard for him or herself, and this revolutionism is usually a key trigger. One can always point at external conditions and other people for what happened, but personal development starts where one accepts responsibility for the results. For example, a person who looks for a role model or trains for a new job is a person who chooses to get a better situation. A proactive attitude not only builds up the preparations towards resilience, but is also the first step of building a good life. The expectations can be overwhelming, but people are forced to get back in charge of their lives by taking concrete steps to bring changes. For example, one may decide to set achievable goals or create a daily schedule. Moreover, literature like The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey go far towards helping a person to take personal responsibility and make permanent change. So, as you ponder your journey, ask yourself, what preparatory actions are you ready to perform today to make your future bright? The answers may surprise you. Late the things which could prove crucial today. It is unimportant to pay attention to doubts others bring and keep on actual objectives. Most of the time, people have come across self-doubting people who will try to pin down your dreams or discourage you by saying that you cannot make a certain dream happen. Nevertheless, it is possible to develop the strength that will help push through negativity whenever it shows up. For example, a young person with a new idea of starting an enterprise can be surrounded by her friends and/or members of the family who discourage him or her to continue with the business. They do not give up on their doubts, but rather select to be with people who shall encourage them to go on with the process. It also strengthens their determination and passion for personal development because of this change in attitude. Other ways one can take to strengthen themselves for criticism is to use affirmative language to talk to oneself or even read books and magazines that motivate the person. It's very difficult to act in a way which will meet the expectations of those surrounding us, but everyone who chooses their own way is on the way to the better life. Therefore, while brainstorming about your hopes and dreams, try to focus on the development of the right mindset that will help you put the vision above the surrounding chaos. What measures shall you personally undertake to counter the noise of the critics? Before moving to the last episode of this 2ND part of the show, now is the time to sum up all the knowledge given and how you could use this information to change your life. Are you ready to step up and personally assume for the responsibility for the results? The information described here is not abstract and educated, but the practical suggestions that may bring about changes. Consider about the tools and strategies stated earlier. How could you apply to your daily operation? Please bear with that for now, as it is only initial step towards the process of personal development and improvement of one's lifestyle. So if you gain something from this video, please don't forget to subscribe and enable notifications to keep learning with us. To be even more effective, let us familiarize you with all the information for success in the modern world. That said, are you ready for another leap? Your bright future awaits.